money making live stream here on my channel. Basically, last time we did a live stream. We did the Lester contact mission since they were double money in RP. This week, however, they got like the I'll show you if I can. Nope, can't. All right. Basically, they got like the not contact missions per se, but more the point, the oh, what is it? Like the races and whatnot that are double money and stuff. But certain races, they also have the oh, what is it? Like the air quota adversary mode, that's double money in RP from last week to this week, and all that stuff. So we're not gonna do those. We're just basically doing our regular, you know, selling cars and stuff from the vehicle warehouse, which is okay because I got like $2.8 million worth of vehicles in this warehouse. So we're just gonna go do that and all that stuff. And we're also gonna talk about some other stuff, mainly what's going on with YouTube, what's going on with GTA, and all that stuff. So if you want the if you want to join up in this lobby, you know, that way you can do your businesses without being griefed and stuff, kindly send me a message on play in the description down below, and I'll add you so you can come into this lobby. So alright, let's get this thing started here and sell our cars. Yeah, I just finished filling up the warehouse here, so we got 12 standard ranges here. Check mid, and we got 12 mid ranges, and top we got 16 top ranges. But we're gonna just go from standard to top, you know, sell the cars as we go. And then we're also gonna go check on the biker businesses. Well, I know I sold my
Get ready to work.
my cocaine lockup a little earlier today, so it's back to where it's pretty much back to the forgery office, which is okay and all, you know, running down the line and stuff and such. So let's just get this car souped up, as you know, just soup it up. I mean, you really don't have to do all the stuff that I'm doing to it. Okay, windows, okay, wheels, sport, put these on it. Alright. So, onto YouTube and their stupid new policy that they're doing with monetization, you know, people monetizing videos now. I mean, back in the day, in order for somebody to monetize their content or their videos, you had to get like a certain amount of lifetime views and stuff, which was all, you know, all said and done, all well and good and all that stuff. But because of what happened with the Adpocalypse backlash last year or whenever, apparently YouTube's higher ups decided decided that, I don't know how they decided. I guess a bunch of trained monkeys threw their poo at a board or something, and whatever stick, that's what they went with. But anyway, they decided that the new guidelines is that you have to have both 4,000 viewing hours within past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers in order to monetize a video, or monetize your content in general. And for small channels like myself, we either don't have the 4,000 viewing hours, or we don't have the 1,000 subscribers, which it's gonna hurt a vast majority of these small channels, and part of us for motivating us to make content, you know, to get our channels to grow and stuff, was the monetization option. But now that YouTube's taking that away from us, what's the point? You know, what's the point of trying to make our channels grow if y'all gonna take that monetization option away from us? Basically, from what I'm thinking of why they're doing this, is because they want to stem the flow of lost ad revenue, which I kind of understand and all, but at the same time, it's basically wealth redistribution. They're taking it from they're pretty much denying ad revenue from the small channels and are pretty much giving it to the big channels that got like the requirements already on hand, like the big YouTube channels that are like over 100,000 subscribers or higher, you know, like stupid Bots for the Win, PewDiePie and all them. And it's bullcrap that they're catering to these larger YouTube channels, but they're not gonna help out. I mean, they do kind of help out with the smaller channels in a degree. Like they're still letting the smaller channels gain access to like the Creator Academy, the Creator Studio, and that's okay and all, but come on. If you want to punish the bad channels that have the views and stuff, that are getting the ad revenue, punish them, but don't punish the little guy that's just trying to make it out, just trying to make it, you know? It's bull that they're doing that. So that's my take on this whole, as I call it, the Admageddon disaster that's waiting to happen come February 20th, when small channels like myself are unable to monetize our content anymore because of YouTube's stupid policy change. So you think the adpocalypse is bad? Admageddon is gonna probably be the downfall of YouTube as we know it. Maybe not immediate, but in the long term, that's what's gonna happen. So that's that. So yeah, Rockstar dropped the new car yesterday, which is the Ubermacht Revolter, and even though I made it look cryptic, I pretty much stated, not in the description on that video, to not buy the car. The car is absolute garbage. Like, it's so overpriced, it's not even funny. The customization on the car is so lacking that it makes some of the other cars look great. I mean, it handles pretty decently, I'll give it that, but other than the handling, the car is just not worth having. For $1.6 million, you can have other cars for that price. Like, like you can get other cars for way less than what the Revolter is asking. What they're asking for the Revolter, like. You can get you can get like a Schafter V12, even an armored version is way less than the Revolter, and it can do a whole lot more than this new car. I mean, I still have it from the video. I still have mine, but when one of the other $1 million sports cars that are still within the drift feeds comes out, I might sell the Revolter, because it's just not worth having. I mean, even the guns on the car, they're just crap. Like the guns on the Deluxo, on the DeLorean, they're way better than the guns on the Revolter. That's how pitiful this car is. I mean, the interior, it's pretty much like the X80 to a degree, or not much the X80, but more like the Nero, in the way they have the steering wheel on it as well. It's like the Neros as well. I mean, in the body design of the other Revolter, it's not really an Ubermacht design. I mean, it looks more like a Cadillac, and of course, Cadillac's parody on here is the Albany line. So it begs the question: why would Rockstar put this as an Ubermacht vehicle when its overall design is that of an Albany vehicle, like the Alpha or something? So it begs the question why they went with that. So, but yeah, the car is just garbage. I wouldn't waste the 1. If I was you, if you type for cash, I wouldn't waste the 1.6 million on this car. It's just not worth it whatsoever. Like, you might as well just save your money for like any of the other cars that are still within the drift feeds, like the Neon, the 190Z, the Hustler, the other Comet that's in the drift feeds. Speaking of the Hustler, apparently that's gonna be the next car in the Valentine's. Some people are saying that car is gonna be in the Valentine's update in a way, like they're gonna bring back all the they're gonna either bring back or put discounts on the Valentine's Day Massacre and you know, all like on all the stuff that was in the Valentine's Day Massacre and the Be My Valentine updates. And apparently the Hustler is gonna be like an additional car to that update, even though it's part of the Doomsday Heist drift feeds. If you don't know what the Hustler looks like, pretty much type in GTA San Andreas Hustler, and it's that car, but it kind of looks like, but the Hustler on GTA on here, it kind of looks like a mixed bag between the Roosevelt and the Hot Knife. Like it's pretty much like a what's the word I'm looking for? A hot rod version of the Roosevelt to a degree. I mean, the closest thing I can think of what it can, the closest thing that's on the tip of my head right now is the Frankenstein, and unfortunately I can't show the Frankenstein right now because, as mentioned previously, since my character was reset, I don't have access to the Frankenstein or the Lurcher, and like none of the holiday vehicles outside of the two Roosevelts. But if you have the Frankenstein, it's kind of like the Frankenstein, but you take the back end off, like the back seats out, and you shrink the back end, and there's your Hustler. And from what I saw in previous videos, the Hustler's customizations are not that bad. I mean, you could practically get rid of the entire front end of the car. That way, you can just keep the engine exposed, which is pretty cool, I guess. I don't know how it's gonna handle, but since it is a muscle car, I guess the handling on it is not gonna be. Excuse me. The handling on it's not going to be that great, being is this a muscle car, and muscle cars in general really don't have that great of handling. I mean, some do, but not all of them, and such. So other than playing GTA, I've been playing the new Kerbal Space Program Enhanced Edition that came out a few weeks, like, was it almost 3 weeks now? If you don't know what that is, it's basically a more console-friendly version of the popular PC game. Now, the original Kerbal Space Program game did come out on consoles a couple of years ago, but only in the States. And unfortunately, the original version on PS4 and Xbox One, that version is an incoherent mess. Like, whoever squad got at the time to port it to consoles, they did a piss poor job in doing it. I think it was called Flying Tiger that ported Kerbal Space Program to the consoles, and it was a mess. Like, they used version 1.1.0 of Kerbal Space Program, to port it out, and it wasn't. First of all, that version of the game, from what I heard, even on the PC version, was not that great. But they went a whole lot worse when it was ported over. Like, the game would randomly crash. And when it did, the save file for the game would be corrupted, so you had to restart from the very beginning. You would have to restart from the very, very, very beginning, and it was so bad. The controls of the game were really not good. I mean, the game does have a huge learning curve because you're pretty much managing a space center and you're sending rockets and space planes up into space and all, but the controls weren't really good. Nothing on the game was great and stuff. So Squad got rid of Flying Tiger and they went with another company called Blitworks. But when Blitworks got a hold of the game, they couldn't get the Flying Tiger version to work the way they wanted, so they pretty much trashed that version and went and completely revamped the game from the ground up. And let's put it this way, it was so bad that Take-Two Interactive actually bought Kerbal Space Program. It's still being developed by Squad, but I think they bought it to a point where they can get help. That way Squad can get help to get the game out on the consoles. And the end result is they use the 1.2.2 version of Kerbal Space Program to make this port. It's more controller friendly, it's way more responsive, and you can do a whole lot more. Plus, this version of the game is platable, meaning that if you're a trophy hunter, you can now, if you're pretty much a trophy hunter and you have a general concept of how the game runs and stuff, you can plat that game. And some people manage to plat it within 20 hours and such. So it's not a bad platinum. It's just a hard game in general because of how everything is operating. The original Kerbal Space Program on the consoles its platinum is unobtainable because certain trophies are glitched or glitched out. Where, I remember someone saying that one of the trophies you have to get is to fly by a certain planet or a moon, one of the two. You can fly by it as close as you possibly can. Whatever. And so you're the one who's been downplaying my videos, huh? Black Knight? So what? So what if I'm a GTA nerd? You got a problem with that? Apparently you do, since you just came into my video to make some stupid stuff up. Yeah, you do got a problem. I mean, shit, man. You don't want to watch my video. That's all well and good. I mean, come on. Why would I want to play that piece of crap game? Let me guess. You're probably one of the select few that paid up, what, 150,000, not 50,000, but 150 bucks on a game that's gonna wind up being free when the... So what? So the hell what if it's better than it? That's your opinion. To me, Fortnite's just a piece of crap game. It's a piece of crap. You probably paid 150 bucks on it, knowing that when it comes out of beta, it's gonna be a free game for everybody. So you practically wasted 150 bucks on a free game that's gonna be free when it comes out. So why don't you just go and play your little crap night game and Go mess with someone else. Oh wow, you spent $500 on that game. Huh, I didn't spend jack on this game. So, who's the one wasting real money now? I didn't spend a dime on shark cards on this game, dude. Dude, just go. Just get out of here. Sorry about that. Some stupid moron who's trying to say that, who's trying to start crap on the live chat and all. But anyway, as I was saying, oh yeah, the original Kerbal Space Program. Yeah, that game, like I said, its platinum is unobtainable. Whatever for, like it because several, I think 1 or 2 trophies were bugged or glitched or whatever. One of them you had to like fly by a planet or one of its moons or whatever, and you can fly right like close to the surface of the planet and fly back into space, and the trophy would not unlock. So that's what made the game so bad to plat. But like I said, the enhanced version, it's platable. All the trophies will unlock for anybody who wants to go for the platinum and stuff. And it is a fun game. I mean, like I said, it still retains that steep learning curve that the original game has. But it does have some new things to it. Like it has, like its control schemes can be modified to where it can be more controller friendly. Like it has 3 new control schemes. That's cursor, radial, and simplified for the controller and stuff. It has some new components while maintaining some of the old stuff. And it also has cheats, which ironically, to get to the cheat menu on the game, you have to input the infamous or famous, however you want to put it, the Konami code: up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. Well, at least that part of it. The other half of the code is not needed. So on the enhanced version of KSP, you press up, up, down, down, left, right in the pause menu, and it opens up the cheat menu, which you can have infinite fuel, infinite propellant, infinite electricity for the ship, ignore heat, ignore damage, like the joints on your spacecraft will not break, all that kind of stuff. And you can also actually set your ship up into orbit around any planetary body, from the sun to Kerbin, to the Mun, to Elo, to Eve, to Lathe, to Dres. All those planets that are in the game, you can set an orbit. You can set your aircraft into that particular orbit. And if you want to make it easier on yourself to get one of the trophies, the docking trophy, which is called Look Ma No Tractor Beams, you can make your two spacecrafts, set one up into orbit. It's kind of finicky about when it comes to leaving space and going back to the center, because sometimes when you do that, it kind of reverts back time to where the ship or the spacecraft was back on the launch pad. So you kind of have to play with the spacecraft in space for a little bit before you can head back to the space center to launch the ship. So anyway, you can have your 2 ships that you're gonna use to do the docking trophy. Have one up in space, and using the cheats, and then get to the second ship, type in the cheats. There is a orbit tab in the cheat menu where you can set your orbits up, and there's also a rendezvous tab, well, rendezvous part in the orbit tab, where you can select whatever object that you're going for and rendezvous with it. And you can rendezvous with the other docking ship to make it easier on yourself and just attempt the dock, and the trophy will pop. I did that the other day, and the gold trophy, look mod, no tractor beams popped for me. So whereas the video I did a couple of years ago, or a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago at this point, which took like over an hour and a half to put together, or at least attempt the dock, you can do it within 20-30 minutes if you know how to do if you know how to maneuver properly. So there's that. I'm currently at a fourth of the way through on the trophy, on the game's trophies. Some of the trophies is gonna take more finesse, if you will, to get them unlocked, while others are not gonna take much effort. So I am gonna try to plat that game. I'm not gonna do a Path to the Platinum video set on that game, because the game itself, the game itself is good. It's just not, I'm not gonna say it's warranted, but there's people who have done it already. So, and the other game I've been playing is Killzone Shadowfall. I'm trying to plat that game as well. And when I saw the game, like, I know it's a launch title game, and when I saw it, I liked it. I liked the gun that your single player character uses. It looks like a nice little railgun and all. But I was kind of hesitant because of the multiplayer aspect. But now that they made it to where you can do the multiplayer trophies with bots, I pretty much picked the game up when it was dirt cheap during the holiday flash sales. I think I got it for like $5 on the network. And for the most part, the game's good. Multiplayer, I'm gonna have to let it grow on me for a little bit, but so far it's okay. I mean, other than one thing where I do need somebody's help to finish the game off, the multiplayer stuff, the multiplayer trophies can be done by yourself, with the exception of one. I mean, for Jack of all trades, you can't do that without some help, and the reason is because one of the challenges, you need to pick up crate boxes. Now, yeah, you're gonna have to pick up crate boxes, but you can't pick up bot crate boxes. They don't count. You have to pick up player crate boxes. But I'm gonna take my time on that game for now, because I really don't know when they're gonna keep the servers going. But I will work on it as I go. Let's see, next car. There we go. Drifter. Okay.
Let's get to work. Look at me, Mama. Printing license plates for a living.
Alright. Let's get this car put together.
Look at that finish.
This thing looks okay. No. But yeah, back to that guy that was saying this game was retarded and stuff. 1001, he's probably one of those dudes that either had a modded account and stuff, and Rockstar pretty much caught his account and they drained his money and stuff. And when you think about it, it's kind of funny. He probably got hit on that. Alright. But yeah, it's kind of funny that he probably got hit by by Rockstar servers. I mean, I've read, every time when Rockstar drops a new car and stuff, and I go on Facebook, and I see where Rockstar, introduces the car on Facebook saying there's such and such car, and I go through the comments, and it's just funny seeing people bitch and complain about how everything is so expensive and stuff. Like, I understand where they're coming from. They don't want to, because some of these people don't want to do the work. They want the cars to be cheap so that they can afford it, use it for a few days and leave the game and still say the game's trash and stuff when they don't do the actual work. And then there's the people that say, well, be grateful that Rockstar is giving you such and such content for free and all that stuff. And then there's the people that are bitching and complaining, like they're just saying that Rockstar is beating a dead horse or milking GTA to death. Pretty much saying that they can't wait for the next GTA game, or they can't wait for Red Dead 2 to come out soon and whatnot. And it's just funny reading the comments. I mean, I get everyone's gripes about this game. Like, I understand that everything's so expensive. Granted, look how much money I got. But I get it. Everything is so expensive. But you gotta think of it like this. Everything wouldn't be so expensive if it wasn't for the modded accounts running rampant with billions of modded money. Had Rockstar made the servers on here dedicated like it was with GTA 4, I don't think we wouldn't see the modded accounts as rampant as it is with P2P servers. Another thing is, if Rockstar was more vigilant on modded accounts back in the day, we wouldn't see modded accounts running rampant with billions of modded money and all that stuff. I mean, it's just ridiculous how people are just gonna bitch and complain about all this stuff. I can see when GTA 6 comes out, I can see it being like, at least for single player, it'll be set in Vice City, but multiplayer is gonna be like a continental map. Like a condensed continental map. Like, they'll have Vice City, they'll have Liberty City, they'll have San Andreas, like they'll have Los Santos in the southwest. Like, where they'll have that, and like north of it they'll have San Fierro, the desert, they'll have Las Venturas. Up north they'll have North Yankton, all that stuff, as one big map. But don't think for a second that Rockstar is not going to isn't going to implement shark cards on GTA 6. They will do it. They see how successful shark cards have made GTA 5, because they're racking in millions of dollars a year just off shark cards alone. And don't think for a minute that they won't put microtransactions on Red Dead 2 when it comes out. They will. They will put microtransactions on that game as well. Now, where they messed up on GTA 5 is that as the game grew, they didn't update their shark cards. So an $8 million shark card, which is $100 in real life, that's not gonna give you anything. Well, not really give you anything, but not 38 million. Hen Dog is 384 million. But yeah, an $8 million shark card these days don't give you a lot. I mean, waiting at 3 billion? What? It's not 3 billion, it's 384 million that I got in my bank account. But anyway,
Anything you need, boss.
what was I saying? But anyway, yeah, where Rockstar messed up on the was that their shark cards aren't being. It's not glitch money. That's the money I got, Hen Dog. That's all legitimate. That's all legit money. Let me start the next job up here. So yeah, where Rockstar messed up was that they didn't upgrade their shark cards as they kept dropping new content that kept on costing more and more in-game money. So I remember when shark cards first came out, you can buy like a $500,000 shark card, and it'll get you like a decent supercar, maybe some clothes, a new gun, and pretty much that's it. But nowadays, a shark card, like a $500,000 shark card, that won't get you. Like for this update, you might get like the I don't know. You might get like a cheap car from this website. Like you can get. Wow, you could probably get just one of these two cars, and that's it for like a $500,000 shark card, or maybe. Wait a minute, wasn't there one that was $500,000 already? Yeah, and you can also get this car, which is crap as well. And yeah, I mean, like a $500,000 shark card can't even get you a decent supercar anymore. Hell, when somebody did the math on the Smuggler's Run update, in order to get all the content from that game, from that update, you had to spend like what was it, $500-600 worth of shark cards on this game to get everything, and that's with the buy it now price, and you're looking at around $68 million. But with the trade-in prices, you're looking at around $50 million, and it's just, the shark cards just aren't worth it. I mean, I get it. Some people will buy them because they don't have the time to like grind. They don't have the time to play the game, but they want to play with the new stuff. And I get it, but in the same time, I also wish that Rockstar would add like some of the new cars into single player. That way, we can try them out there without having to spend our money on the stuff online. I mean, they used to do that, but up until like Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2, that's when they stopped dropping cars from multiplayer into single player. Which probably is oh, what's the word? I think I understand. I think I know why. I think because the single player mode doesn't have any more assets or resources left for the new stuff to be added into single player, like all the multiplayer stuff being added into single player. That could be the reason. I mean, uh-oh, that's not good. Let me reset that. If you're looking for players who money grind like yourself, well, that's all well and good, Hen Dog. If you're, I mean, the way I do is I just get into empty sessions like this one. I mean, the session is empty, but I'm by myself, and I just basically do what I'm doing. I just grind it out and stuff. So I grind it out using the what Rockstar has given out in the game, like the vehicle warehouses, the special vehicle VIP jobs, and all that stuff. Um, and that's how I made my money. That's how my level is so high. Is because it's rare that you see me in like a private, not a private, but like in a crowded public session. I mean, the only exceptions to that is when me and my friends are doing heists, and it just puts us into a public session that's got so many people in it, you know? Oh yeah. I mean, there was this one thing I wanted to address, but I just kept putting it off. Now that I remember it, I know I've seen some videos like Mr. Idiot for the Win when he does his Q&As and stuff, saying, you know, people asking him when is GTA's updates gonna end and all that stuff. You know, he kind of makes his stupid answers, saying it's gonna end on such and such date, it's gonna end on this date and that date. To be perfectly honest, he has no idea when GTA is when they're gonna stop updating GTA Online. Like, no one knows. The only people that know it are Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive themselves. And until they say it on their on the official websites, like the Newswire and whatnot, I don't see GTA Online not being updated. I mean, they will update it, but I don't see them ending updates on this game anytime soon. Even with Red Dead 2 on coming out in a few weeks or a couple of months or whatever. So this game is gonna have updates. Maybe not as elaborate as what we have so far, but this game will be getting updated down the road. Oh look, maybe our little friend Black Knight came back and or whatever. But anyway, what's it? So yeah, I mean, Rockstar just needed, when GTA 6 comes out, they really do need to look into updating their shark cards price value, because right now an $8 million shark card is way too much for too little. Like, the way I see it is that when they started putting out content that cost like over $1 million, or not over $1 million, but over $2 million and stuff, that's when they should have thought, okay, we need to update our shark card values to make them look more enticing to buy. Like an $8 million shark card, that should cost like $20 at this point. And maybe a not 20, but maybe like a $30 million shark card should cost $100 at this point. Like, let's see, I think a $500,000 shark card costs what, $10? Yeah, let's make it like $500,000 for like $2, like $1.99, $1 million for like $5.99, 3 million. You know, work your way up to what the prices are today. I mean, I really don't know. All I know is that an $8 million shark card costs like $100, and that's not really worth it and stuff. Yeah, I'm just waiting it out. Let me see who's on. Okay. So yeah, what else to talk about? I really don't know what else to talk about. Pretty much talked about everything that that needed to be talked about. Hmm. I mean, I am making another video. That'll be out soon. Pretty much listing all the businesses from least from worst to greatest. And you know the 5 businesses that are out right now. So I got that working. I'm working on that. Just need to get footage for like the last 2 business aspects. I am still waiting for that external antenna so I can do the hardware mod on the console. For that way I can do both at the same time. What do I think the next car will come out? That could be a good thing to talk about. To be honest, I really don't know. I mean, we still have the one car in the Southern San Andreas website, the Canis Camacho, which everyone says looks like a Jeep. To me, I think it looks more like a H1 Hummer without the backhand on it. So it's like an H1 Hummer with the truck bed. Some people are saying it's that car. Some other people are saying it's the P-Fister Neon. I mean, this update's been pretty much dominated by the Fister brand. I mean, we got the how many Fister cars we got in this update? The Comet Safari, the Neon, and the and that other Comet that's last on the drift feeds. So yeah, 3 Fister cars, 2 Ubermax. Yeah, I mean this update, yeah, there was only like what, 2 supercars, which I think is a nice even number. Just like every update should have like at least 2 supercars in it, and the rest can be like a combination of the other classes. But this update's been dominated by sports classics, to be honest. Like we had the Deluxo, the Stromberg. Hang on, let me pull that list up real quick for my vehicles, my garages here. See, yeah, we have the Deluxo, we have the Stromberg, the Silvestra, the 190Z, the Viceris, the GT 500. You know, those are practically all the well, I know I'm missing a couple of them, but yeah, those are the sports classics in this update. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like the sports classics. So, I mean, the sport classic category is one of my favorite categories in the game, outside of muscles and supercars and all that stuff. But it's nice to have at least one update that's dominated by one category, and this update is the sports classics. Now, when it comes to the next update to the game, I really don't know what they can do. I mean, with this update, I'm glad they brought the DeLorean out. I'm glad they did all the other stuff. Next update, they really need to go out in the ocean, like do like an import-export type update, but with air and sea, you have to go and steal. Like, I've even made, like, when I did that when I talked about it a few months ago, they can do like an you know, I mean, I guess that's what Smuggler's Run was supposed to be, but they didn't do it that way, where it was like import-export, but with air and sea vehicles. But I'm looking forward to what future updates are gonna come out. I'm also thinking about doing like a top 5 my top 5 favorite vehicles per category. Like, I want to do a top 5 supers, top 5 sports classics, muscles, motorcycles, and all that stuff. just so I can just do something different other than doing a reveal customization video each week and an occasional live stream. But right now, the top 5 businesses, that's what I'm doing. Well, ranking the 5 businesses, that's the next video that I'm working on. And get that out as soon as possible. I just need to, like I said, just need to get video footage for the last 2 aspects. So, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream. This was just, I mean, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people just don't like us. I'm guessing nobody likes these live streams no more and all that stuff. I mean, it just depends on your personal view on these live streams. I mean, I do these videos, these live streams, as a means to tell people, hey, not everybody on GTA Online is a complete douchebag. Not everybody is gonna agree with you. Like, I create these lobbies for the sole purpose of, as a haven, if you will, for people who just want to do their money, who want to make money doing their businesses or do VIP jobs while other people are doing their businesses and whatnot. I mean, I do these lobbies practically every day. When, you know, yeah, I do them every day when I get to them. And I guess that's not enough anymore. A lot of people just want that instant gratification of getting modded money or do glitches and whatnot. When all in all, Rockstar in the end is just gonna catch your account, wipe it, or ban you for a few weeks because you did a glitch to make illegitimate amount of money. So again, I'm just gonna end this live stream. I might do one next week, who knows? Depends on how everything's situated. So yeah, let me just head to my office. I mean, not my office, my vehicle warehouse. Before I end the stream. Hey gamer, what's going on? Kinda joined in a little late. I was do I have the same? Oh yeah. Alright. Yeah, like I said, you kinda joined in a little late. I was gonna end the live stream soon. But I might just leave it on for a little bit longer. Yeah, long time no see, huh? I mean, normally I would do these things every week, but I don't know, man. I mean, I'm kind of getting burned out of wanting to do these every week, so I just kind of do them every now and then now. Oh, whoa, hang on a minute. Make sure that the, yeah, okay. Oh, no, wait. There we go. Alright.
Okay, let's get it ready to ship. No one's looking for that plate. Wouldn't recognize it.
I don't know, I'm just getting pretty much bummed out with everything now. I guess that's just me getting old, you know? Your friend dumb? Who's your friend? Wait a minute, it wasn't that Black Knight dude, wasn't it? Well, who is it?
Not bad, you ask me.
There we go.
Okay.
What? Yeah, I did a little damage to the car and yet didn't charge me. Oh, I thought I turned. That took off the custom wheels. Oh well. Oh yeah, I heard about the game. It's like a what, an offshoot Lego game or something. I tried it once. It was meh. Wait a minute. Wait. He played a game called If You Give Me Your Password, You Get 50. Why? Yeah, your friend is dumb if he did. Let me guess. He played a game, gave his password to some schmuck, and he lost his account, right? Because if that's the case, man, yeah, your friend is dumb. Yep, your friend's dumb. Why would you? Why? I mean, what? That is so stupid. I mean, why would he? Oh my god. That's like the equivalent of on here, some quote unquote hacker says, "Give me your." Let me gain access to your account and I'll give you like X amount of money. The idiot gives the account info to the wannabe hacker, and he screws and he like deletes the account, restarts it from scratch, and hands it back over just to piss the guy off. Well, your friend, yeah. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, does it suck? Yeah, it really does suck. But I mean, like I said, I just don't know. All I can tell you is to tell your friend to get a hold of support for Roblox and let them know what happened. Hopefully they can get in. Hopefully they can destroy that. Eliminate that account before that hacker can do some serious damage. It kind of reminds me of that one anime I saw a couple of years back. I think it was called Summer Break or something, where some kid, oh geez, well, ignore him. Yeah, just ignore the hacker. Anyway, this kind of reminds me of that anime Summer Break or whatever, where the kid who was like an admin for for like this online world called Oz or whatever. He gets like this anonymous email that was nothing but like a big ass math equation that pretty much when solved you have to type in the message that solves the equation. He does it, but it turns out that the anonymous email was linked to a rogue AI hacker. The AI was a hacking AI that went rogue, that gained access to this guy's admin account and just went to town on this virtual world. It's a good little anime. I recommend watching it. Like the AI was able to get a hold of millions upon millions of people's accounts and whatnot, and it was really good.
There's the boss.
Okay, I'm gonna do this one last job before I call it a night. So what? That hacker is still messaging you? Did that hacker call you? Oh man. Well, don't answer it. When you get a call that you don't. When you get a call from an unknown number that's where it says unknown or you don't know the number, don't answer it. I get those calls all the time where it's like a number that has an area code that's from somewhere, like I don't know, somewhere on the other side of the country or like another continent, and I just I just see an obscure number. I don't answer it. Hell, I even get the unknown thing on the caller ID, and when I see that, I'm like, nope, not gonna answer you, and I just hit silent on my phone. Oh, how cute. Normally, I just go and move around. You know where the hacker lives, huh? Wait a minute, how do you know where he lives? Like, how do you know where he lives? That's kind of freaky. I mean, normally a hacker would know where you live, but you know where he lives. That's kind of messed up. What? What you saying for? Oh, damn. That's one way to figure out where the, who's calling you. It's kind of creepy, though, but okay, whatever, whatever floats your boat, you know? Now, where is that room again? Oh, I just see it. I think I did. I think I saw it. No? Oh, there it is. From story mode. Oop. It would be nice if we can just go in here. Uh-oh. Oh, that didn't go well. Ah, okay. It's funny how this glass just stays there. You're pretty much like creepy Uncle Lester on the game now, huh? The only thing you're missing is a wallpaper of you riding a freaking griffin, holding Thor's hammer or whatever. You know that. You know his that oh, what is it? That's that wallpaper on Lester's computer. Yeah, you kind of. That's the only thing you're missing. I remember there used to be a glitch where you can get in here. I mean, it's cool and all that. You can see the inside of that, but you can't get into it. Oh wait a minute, I think you can. If I'm not mistaken, there was a glitch there. Oh, ooh, I kind of wonder if that works. If that glitch works, or it still works. Let's go see. Let's go check to see if this glitch still works. It'd be kind of cool if we, I mean, it's gonna be impossible, but it would be nice to see if we can figure out a way how to get up there without without screwing this up. Alright, let's try this. Alright, there we go, we're in. Hey, you can still be an uncle at 10. Jeez. Alright, let's see if we can somehow get this to work. I just gotta be careful of the subway. It's gonna be tricky. Cause I gotta watch out for the subway lines. Let's see, where are we? I'm just trying to figure out where are we. Okay, so right here is the FIB building. Yep, that's the FIB building right here. Oh, what did we hit? What did we hit? Wait a minute, where are we? Come on. Okay, we're in an invisible wall. Visible barriers for the win, huh? Yep, that looks like we're stuck. No, I know where we are. Yeah. That on the parking garage. Okay, so that's gonna prevent us from... Yeah, you kinda are. So yeah, that prevented us from getting up there, which is unfortunate. Okay, so now that this job's coming to an end. Alright, later then. Like I said, I'm gonna end this live stream after this job is over, so yeah, thank you so much for watching. As always, please drop a like and subscribe. And if you watch this video after the live stream is done, also please subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate it if you do. You know, with YouTube's stupid new requirements coming out on the 20th of February. So again, please drop a like, drop a like and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you all in the next video.